Hello traders, welcome to FreeFX. I'm Francesco and this is video 127. Today is 5th of September. That means that we have officially started the month of September, the first full week of September, and unfortunately, or rather fortunately if you're in the US, it is a public holiday over there, the Labor Day holiday, and that means that the general mood of the Standard & Poor's 500 is one of sleep. As you can see, there's not really been a lot of movement on this chart for today. So this is a daily, and today's candle is this tiny being. We are just coming to the close of the financial markets. We have just under half an hour to go, and this candle is all that the day could muster. And if I just break down to the 1 hour, you'll see how flat we've been, flat as a tire on a sharp nail. Look at that, it's absolutely incredible. And this kind of sparked my curiosity, and as always I try to bring something different into my videos, and I looked at the public holidays in the US. As you can see, there aren't many. It's not a country rich in public holidays, but there are some that certainly would influence the financial markets. So not all of these holidays might influence the financial markets, but they are, generally speaking, respected. If you want to be sure, you'd have to go to the New York Stock Exchange website and check the holidays there, and I showed you that before. But let's just focus on these today, just to kind of try to make a connection between these things. So the Labor Day holiday was preceded by the 4th of July Independence Day holiday. So if we just went to our daily again and checked the 4th of July to see how that looked on the S&P 500. We don't have to go far because it was just the month before, and that's the 4th of July there. So as you can see, the 4th of July was a very small candle as well. Let's just find it again. I'll just close this and you'll see it again. There it is, just there, this tiny little red candle. For that, the low was 3791 and the high was 3825. So we're looking at 25 plus 9, 34. Okay, 34 points. Very, very small. If you consider, for example, that just a few days before that, we had something like this, the 28th of June, where the low was 3820 and the high was 3948, making that 128 points rather than just 50 or so. So that's the difference. That is the difference that we see when we have the US going offline, so to speak. Now, my reasoning was, well, these are international markets, you know, they're not just traded internally, therefore why could it not be different this time? But today demonstrated to me that unfortunately, whether the S&P, the FTSE 100, FTSE 100 shares index in London, in the UK, is actually the companies there are, you know, most of them actually owned by, you know, shareholders, etc., which are located outside the UK. There are a few that are in the UK, but so that it's not to say that, but the point is that it's the size of the participant here rather than who owns the companies in the Standard & Poor's index. So if the US is on holiday, it has a major impact on essentially on the moves that the market can generate, and on the volume that will be done on the day. So I think I demonstrated that in a very, very small way, but we could go on. For example, the one before that would be the Juneteenth National Independence Day, 19th of June. So let's go back a little bit more. Again, on the daily, 19th of June was this candle. So that was the weekend. So the 17th would have been the Friday, 18th and 19th would have been the Sunday. So maybe not the best one. You kind of had to see exactly how these play out, because we have the dates, but we don't have the day of the week. We'll go back one more, Memorial Day, last Monday in May. So the last Monday in May, we'll quickly figure this out, because we'll go to the end of May, 31st of May, 30th, 27th. So 27th would have been the Friday, 28th, 29th, 30th would be the Monday. And 30, if you want to be sure, okay, just go there. And we'll find that the last Monday in May was indeed the 30th. There we go. 30th of May was the last Monday. So, last Monday in May was here. Tiny little candle. The low was 4159 and the high was 4204, making that 41 204 159 160 200, yeah, 45 points. So very small range again. Sometimes these holidays come at a time when there's a lot of movement. So here, for example, the this holiday came, Memorial Day, in May. There was not much going on there anyway. But then what happened afterwards was that there was a lot of movement. We just didn't know that was going to happen yet. But this time round, we've actually had quite a lot of movement before this holiday today. So this could be just a pause. So if you really wanted to get into that, you could sort of look at all the public holidays in the US, see which ones are holidays that are, let's say, fall on a Monday or something, for example, and then see the market reaction and basically mark them, let's say, with a vertical line like this. And then you can mark them in the future so that you know that when these holidays are happening in the future, there's likely to be a less kind of active market. So in terms of today, as I said, there's not been much going on, and you can see here the Vix is pretty much stable. The ATR is just like we left it on Friday. I did a really huge long video on Friday, so I'm going to keep it very short today. We come to the end of the market day today. It's 20 to 10, just about, in the evening. There's not really much to comment. I said before last week that we have a few events coming up this week, so and let me just bring them up again, just going to give you a sense of where we're going. In case you do remember, we have Tuesday, that's tomorrow. We've got all these events coming up. Global Services PMI is coming up tomorrow. Okay. So let's do a few more. Wednesday we've got exports, etc. And today we had obviously the holiday, so not really much going on, not much at all really. So let's just kind of leave it there because there's not really much to talk about in terms of today. So tomorrow is important. We have these things happening. And the time for that is 2:45 and 3 p.m. So, you know, the US markets will be on again just after that happens. We have this data coming out, which could be market moving, no doubt. So always worth sort of seeing what this new full week in September can bring with a bit of a spark. If we have some really cracking numbers coming out, and obviously it's very difficult now to predict, you know, does this beat consensus? What does that mean for stocks, etc.? But obviously we know that this month Fed is going to pull the belt on the sort of Father Christmas giving of liquidity. So the QT is going to be very bad for the stock market. So we know this is happening. This data is in a way not going to dissuade people who have you know, basically have decided that it's time to sell because it's getting too expensive. So shall we say that it's not going to change that fundamental theme. So technically there might be a relief move, but as we saw from the NFPs last Friday, there's not really been a lot of follow through. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's what's happening tomorrow. Keep the video under 10 minutes. And thank you all for watching. Hopefully it will be an interesting week and we'll see what happens. I'll see you in my next video, which will be at the end of the week and to wrap up how the week has been. So keep an eye sharp and see you in my next video. Take care.